Hello everybody. Today we're going to be discussing something that you guys maybe not have ever thought about with cubing, but I figured this out and I thought I would bring this up. So it's the significance of elbow room, okay? So that means you have a lot of room to move your elbows and you're not just like trapped in this small area and not able to move very much, okay? So this may not seem like much, but it can surprisingly make a huge difference in your overall performance of cubing, and it will also help to reduce any injuries on your hand that are caused by excessive cubing. So, first off, why do we need this? Well, we need a lot of room for our arms to move, because when we do a lot of R and L moves, we have to move our arms kind of like this. Just like that, okay? And if we can move our arm, we can move it a lot smoother. Now, if it's down here like this, it's a lot harder to do it. My wrist kind of twists a lot more. But if it's out like this, it doesn't have to twist as much. So more of my arm can twist, okay? And a good way I can show you how this would work is if you take a rope like this and pretend this is the top part of a cube, okay? Or I'm sorry, my hand. And what happens is if you go farther out, you want to twist it 360 degrees. It's much easier to do when it's far out like this because there's more of the rope that can go out and it's not stressed as much, okay? But when it's close up here, it's much harder to do, okay? So that's why having a lot of arm room is really important. And here's a good example. It's a V-perm, okay? This algorithm right here, okay? So if you're somebody who does it on the side like I do, like this is something where I need a lot of arm room, okay? So if I do it like this, my arm needs to have a lot of room to move, okay? So I'll show you like this. But if I have it like this and I can't move it, it would go more like this. And it would be a little bit harder to do and it won't be as fluid, okay? So that's why you really do need some arm room there to do this, okay? It'll make your overall solves a lot more fluid, okay? So second off, to avoid injuries, the reason that this would happen is your arms are your wrists are a lot more bent like this, okay? And a lot of movement of your fingers with bent wrists can cause carpal tunnel syndrome. It's similar to ergonomic position on a computer, okay? So if your your wrists are like this when you're typing, it's going to cause injuries over time in here, okay? But if it's more flat like this, it's a lot more ergonomic and it will not cause as many injuries very easily. And the same thing goes with this. If your wrists are less twisted, it will be a lot easier to do this without developing any injuries over time, which can be really bad and can really affect your cubing and for the worst. So those are the reasons why elbow room is really important. So some competitions I've gone to have these seats where they have these armrests right next to me, and it's much harder to do it in there, especially if they're really high, because your elbows have limited space to move, okay? And especially when you're up against something like that, if your elbow doesn't have any room to move, it can make you mess up, okay? So if I had to keep my arm really still, it would make it very hard to do, okay? So that's why having a lot of elbow room is really important, okay? So hopefully this was interesting for you guys. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll make more videos like this. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.